Okay, so another Mrs. H revision video, biopsychology, and this one is regarding sensory relay and motor neurons. Okay, so the question is, Jeremy's digging in the garden, he feels the spade hit a rock and stops digging immediately. Explain how sensory relay and motor neurons would function in this situation. So again, it's applying your knowledge to a real life situation, so it's an application question, 6 marks. And basically, I'll show you some diagrams here that to help you understand this a little bit. Sensory neurons are from sensors. Basically, they take the information from sensors in the body to the central nervous system. Okay, so they are going via the PNS, the peripheral nervous system, to the CNS. Once we get into the CNS, all right, in the brain, the spinal cord, we have interconnector or relay neurons, and they will pass the information from sensory, for example, to motor neurons. So, and then the motor neurons will take the information back from the brain, the spinal cord, for example, the motor cortex, down to the muscles in the body. Okay, so that's what they're wanting you to refer to with this. If I show you another example, we could have, so this one is, this guy digging, but we could have all sorts of different scenarios. They're going to be the same question effectively, or the same answer effectively. Okay, so here we have something like this. So somebody's, I don't know, touches a hot plate or something like that. Sensory neuron going up to the brain, spinal cord. It might be represented in this sort of format. And got relay neurons here in the brain, spinal cord, and then motor coming back to the muscles. Okay, so you may be asked to label something like this. You might get a scenario like this, the knee-jerk reflex, which is in a lot of the textbooks. Okay, so knee-jerk, we're sensing it, sensory neuron taking the information up to the brain, spinal cord via the PNS to the CNS, so via the peripheral nervous system to the central nervous system, where it's passed across, what the neurons that we have in the central nervous system are interconnector or relay neurons, so that's where you'll find them, and then the message is transferred back from the central nervous system via the PNS, the peripheral nervous system, down to the muscles to tell the muscles to move in some way. Okay, so here we've got an inner reflex arc, the like knee-jerk reaction reflex stimulus, like a hammer hitting the knee, is detected by sense organs in the PNS, peripheral nervous system, which conveys a message along a sensory neuron. The message reaches the CNS, so it goes up the PNS to the CNS, central nervous system, connects with a relay neuron. This then transfers the message to a motor neuron that carries it back from the CNS via the PNS to an effector like a muscle, which causes the muscle to contract and therefore the knee to move or jerk. Right, so that's it.